be asking what the plan is. I don't know till Father.
It's a Western Conference battle here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, as the Mavericks look to work the home court advantage. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. The road trip for the Rockets ends here as they leave for Houston right after the game.
And they're trying for their second win in as many games against these guys. They were able to exploit their advantages the first time around. They're out to prove that that was no fluke.
It's a matchup that suits them, and if they win this one, they're going to have a big mental edge the next two times they see each other.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Şengün with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Pocket 6. Back to Whitmore. A three ball. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Dallas. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
It's the length of Davis that makes it so hard to shoot over top of.
And that one's good, Whitmore.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
It's Nembhard on the wing. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet.
Go real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Whitmore. Back to Şengün. The Mavericks pull it in.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
Irving misses. Thompson with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Brooks misses.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
I'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jason Kidd.
He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. He added his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Now Thompson, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Here's Şengün. The Rockets with another miss.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off a shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
First team foul.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Davis inside. Makes it off the glass.
I'm going to be honest. Like, Anthony Davis could do this all night. Inside the paint, his frame just gives him too much of an advantage.
To the middle. Back to Smith. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first quarter. On the wing, Thompson. Houston needs to get a shot. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Now, here's Johnson. Over Brooks. And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got his second basket of the night. Rockets trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And that one's good, Whitmore.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Outside Irving. Kicks it out to Johnson. 5 on the clock. Here's Davis. Goes back up. He lays it in.
This is the defensive intensity you have to have against Davis inside, but he still powers through it.
Thompson is doubled. It's intercepted. Johnson wide open. He fires. And the 3 ball is good. Johnson's got his third basket of the night. Pass to Şengün. Off target with his 3. And on the way from Irving for 3. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Dallas.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Adams' shot is good. Adams has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Rockets.
As he gets more comfortable in unlocking his potential, we'll see Green get more comfortable in moving the ball.
Down low, and there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Johnson. 7 points in the game. Pass to Nembhard.
Great job closing out the lanes. You normally don't see defense like that from Green, but he was tough to get around there.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame. The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Out left to the wing. To the inside. Here's Capella. It's rebounded by Payton. Van Vliet on the wing. There's three-pointers off the mark. Dallas leading by 6. Pass to Johnson. Now Washington. Here's Nembhard. And it's off from three-point range. So the wing on the left. Houston moving the ball around. Outside, Green. Launches it. He can't get that one. And here are the Mavericks now. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home.
Oh, what a pretty shot from Kyrie Irving. This man just has the perfect touch from any distance.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. The kick out to Irving. 6 to shoot.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Van Vliet outside. Kick out to Adams. With the floater. And he lays it up and in. Now just a 4-point Maverick lead.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Pass to Nembhard. Washington with it. Off target from three-point range. 1:36 left to play here in the second quarter. Payton can't get it to go.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
And Van Vliet, not the same scorer he once was, Richard, but he has improved his playmaking.
And that's the adjustment that Van Vliet needed to make. The scoring doesn't always have to be there for him. But if he can set up, facilitate, and be a game manager, he'll find a large role.
And Jason Kidd has called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So both teams making some changes here. Mavericks leading by 4. Dinwiddie outside. The shot, no good. Adams, some nice D. And so it's Houston with it. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. The Rockets again can't hit. Pass to Marshall. Here's the 3. The Rockets pull it in. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
Green with the ball. Back to Eason. Van Vliet with it. He's defended by Exum. Van Vliet outside. Rebounded by Gafford.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Right wing. And here's Marshall from the arc. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Inside. There's Green with the 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Mavericks on top, up by 4. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Here's Thompson. Pass to Brooks. And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
to the paint. Back to Green. Offline with his three.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
And here's Marshall from the arc. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Marshall's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Mavs. Pass to Green. Screen by Smith. Here's Green. Out to Thompson. Dinwiddie with the steal. For three, Marshall. Brooks grabs the board. Rockets trailed by 7. Right side, Green. And he's good on the 3-ball. Green's got 6.
You can tell Green likes to move quickly. He gets that ball and he's taking the shot in just a few seconds.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Pass to Exum. Just 5 on the clock. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Rockets making a switch here. Mavericks leading by 5. Outside Irving. And Alperen Sengun gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. On the wing, Johnson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Rockets trailed by 5. Here's Thompson. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Davis.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
And RJ, even without a consistent jumper, Amen Thompson has proven to be a productive player.
And that jumper should develop over time. But he does everything else at a high level. He's extremely versatile, especially on that defensive end, Kevin.
Pass to Thompson. And the wide-open shot from Green. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Nembhard with it. Outside Irving. Leaps for it. It's stolen by Smith. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. Davis with some nice deep.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly. Some slippage at the defensive end here in the second half, allowing the offense to establish more of a rhythm.
Dallas shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And the Rockets making a change here. And that one falls for Okongwu. RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Eason drains it from beyond the arc. Eason's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Sengun. Now Eason. Good, and the assist goes to Sengun. Now it's just a 3-point Dallas lead.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. The shot's good from Smith.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Remember, they had 0 turnovers at the half. It's been a very different story so far since the break.
Rockets trail. Pass to Şengün. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
The shot by Okongwu, no good. Now Green. Back to Thompson. Eason gets a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range. Eason's got the lead up to 1 now for Houston. Johnson left side. Plenty of space. The Rockets pull it in.
Now, you can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Irving for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Tari Eason getting it done for Houston. And
37.
we've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Mavericks trailed by 4. Irving looking for an opening. Exum with a wide open look. No good on the triple. Now Eason. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. That's tipped. Now here's Exum. To the inside. And finished off by Davis.
What do you want? Agility? He's got it. Height? He's got it. Davis has every advantage on this play. Defenses just can't effectively counter it.
Pass to Eason. Thompson outside. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Eason. And a miss there on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Nembhard. And Thompson sends it back. On the wing, Thompson. And there's the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
That free throw good from Thompson. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Mavericks trailed by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Davis. Stolen by Thompson. And here's the break. From deep. And Davis pulls it down. Now the Mavericks with it. It's stolen by Eason. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. Inside. Nice shot by Thompson. Thompson's got 11 in the second half. and an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Exum. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open. Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And that one's good, Whitmore.
An old school shot from Whitmore. There is still some value in that mid-range.
And Cam Whitmore picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Pass to Nembhard. The kick out to Irving. Exum with it. Takes a three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Van Vliet looking around. Goes up at the stripe. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Rockets lead by 7.
Picking the defense apart. I doubt that they thought Van Vliet would take that.
Pass to Washington. Adams brings the double team. A shot's good from Irving. And 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
That is a huge shot from Kyrie Irving. That is a huge shot from Kyrie Irving. This is why his team turns to him in these moments. Trust me, I know.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Thompson no good on the free throw. Back to Van Vliet. Clock at 4. To the middle. And the dunk by Eason.
And you can always count on Van Vliet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
Pass to Davis. Now Nembhard. Here's Exum. Another three for Dallas.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
They double team Van Vliet. Van Vliet on the wing. Here's Whitmore. And he recovers it. Pass to Eason. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're up by 6. What do you think, guys?
And guys, just avoid the unnecessary fouls here. That's about the only thing that can get them in trouble at this point.
There's 14 seconds left in the game. Count it!
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building.
Flow, run and shoot, bro.